Hello everyone, I'm Thogli, guild leader of Dunehold, the original all-Dünir dwarf guild for Ashes of Creation. I'm releasing my first ever video to see what you thought about the first time we have seen the Dünir dwarf since A1. Of course, you know, that's after all the feedback that we gave with how we thought the dwarves were going to be portrayed in A1, looking a little bit like gnomes, if I could be honest. Let's go ahead and hammer down some of the conversations that we had over on my Twitch channel as I was talking with some of our community members. I kind of want to talk about this. Um, I want to get into this and really see what you guys have to say about what you saw with the Junior Dwarf. The first time that we have seen a Junior Dwarf in the dev update, the live stream that they have every month, you know. First time we've really gotten our eyes on it. So um I want to know what you guys thought about that Junior Dwarf that you saw. It's I know that there are more people so far that have said that they don't like it from what I have heard and what I've seen myself than people who do like it. Um But the problem is, and hear me out. The problem that I see is a lot of the folks who are saying they don't like it are not going to go to the forums. Um, they're. I know that Intrepid, you know, uses the forums. I know that for Ashes of Creation, they have that, but it's definitely like you're saying, Earl, it's the silent majority. Like they'll say, you know, from an interaction in Discord or a private message or a ping, you know, or even here, you know, talking on stream with me, they'll say they don't like it and that it looks silly, that it looks goofy and stuff, but they won't go to the forums because they don't think that it's gonna matter. You know, why would I just put in a forum post of I don't like the way the dwarves jump. It looks silly. I understand why some people like it. It just I don't know. It for dwarven enjoyers and those who are in that kind of space, it didn't resonate very well. You know what? Here's honestly, I can give you the answer. I can give you that answer right now. What animation I would want. Not an ill drinking animation, honestly. When I see a jump, I want it to look like someone who is holding weights, you know, really trying to give it all the force, jumping up to a certain thing, and then landing and maybe catching their feet a little bit, you know. That is kind of what I would think a dwarf would be, is, you know, powerful. Yeah, yes, there you go. You're kind of right on the same track there. A very powerful jump, landing back down and giving him a big thud. That to me, you know, you think bulky, you think dwarf, you think stout. It feels like that jump needs to be weighted, you know. So I think that that's kind of the route that I would like to see. I don't know if you guys can agree with me. Let me know if you guys agree with me or not. I would even be okay with it being an optional, like an opt-in thing where people have to select like one point of their tree where they put in, you know, do a flip, you know, honestly, some give and take, some compromise, you know, if you want to do that. But the natural animation for a dwarf being the heavy weighted kind of power jump landing with the stop kind of thing. So the animation needs to look very powerful. Character literally fighting for gravity. Yes, not the light featherless leap. Maybe unfeasible at this point, but it would be cool. Yes, exactly, Warrior, 100%. Exactly, Wookie. Exactly. Agree. Make the flip less agile and add sound effect with a grunt. Yes, yes. Then honestly, that's an ideal route. Honestly, that really for folks. I mean, some of you guys are in our dwarven community. You know, either within Dunehold or Mithril Warhammers, or hell, if you're not, hop on by to the Junior Nation. Where you know whether you're a gilded dwarf or not, you just want to be around the dwarven node that we're going to be jumping into. Um, you know, hop into that because you don't have to be in a guild. If you just want to be a guildless dwarf and want to experience that, that's where we're going to be doing it. So, I know it may be a design choice, but, and let's be honest, we'll all play the game no matter what because we want to play it. But for goodness sakes, for sake of immersion a little bit, and for sake of allowing allowing the different races to feel like how they should feel, you know, I think I'm going to do that video. Also need to mention in your video that dwarven freeholds in the mountains needs to be in a mine cave underground. Having a dwarven homestead out in the open feels meh. Yes, it does feel meh. I know that they said that some of the nodes are going to be able to build on cliffs, and around wall faces and stuff, but you think dwarves, you think home on the side of a mountain, you think, building up into the mountain, you think just mountain folk, really, that's what you think of when you see the traditional dwarf, is that they reside within that mountain and or underground, that in the bottom pits of the mountain, so to speak. So it's just, I don't necessarily know how easy that would be for them to create. So I'm not having any expectation there with, what we'll experience. But I'm glad we saw the junior dwarf. I really am. I'm glad that we were able to see the armor. I'm glad that we were able to see a little bit of the size difference between the races. Makes it interesting, to say the least. And then I know me talking about the dwarf side of things, like that's just something I would like to see. That's just something I feel like is resonating with a lot of the community. Is the jump sucked to shorten it, but overall, I think the dev update was great. I think that everything's looking really well put together, and it sucks that they pushed it back to October, but it is what it is. It is what it is. No matter what, we're all gonna play it. Sorry, we're all gonna test it, not play it. We're all gonna test it whenever it comes out. A2 for those who have it. So when that comes around, everyone's gonna forget that they said Q3. You know what I mean? I want to thank everyone who's come on by and given this video a watch and hung out until then. If you stayed, drop down something funny in the comments about dwarves. I'd appreciate it. And Steven, if you happen to get this, please just hear it out, take it into consideration. After this, take a listen at some goofy song that one of our viewers shared with us. Catch you later, guys.
In the mine so deep, so cold, dwarfs hammer iron, stone and gold. No one here takes a slip, Dünir dwarfs do not flip. For the craft weapon strong and bold, armor shines, tales of old. In the shadows they won't trip, Dünir dwarfs do not flip. Dwarfs do not flip, they stomp, in the ground shake like a storm. Dwarfs do not flip, they stomp, in the night they all transform. By fire their eyes aglow, every strike brings a fiery show. Down below they knit the grip. Down here dwarves do not flip. Legends told about their might, a guild unmatched, fueled by light. In the halls, songs equip. Down here dwarves do not flip. Dwarves do not flip, they stomp. In the ground shake like a storm. Dwarves do not flip, they stomp. In the night they all transform. Dwarves do not flip, they stomp. Hear the ground shake like a storm. Dwarves do not flip, they stomp. In the night they all transform.